Is it 0220? That's the date. Of course, February the 20th, 2025. Good morning and welcome to our Artsy Thursday.
Do you know how different things
dear.
are now where you have to check the date on your wrist?
Oh, yeah?
You know, it was always just the time.
Incidentally, I saw a post yesterday that in the US, they are taking away analog clocks.
Seriously?
Because kids can't read analog clocks. You remember how it used to be challenging there when you say, okay, 25 minutes to 7, and then you know how to read time.
So,
but now there was no point. But now it's like, okay, let's do digital clocks, as it were. So you can just say, 7:58, or if it's 5 o'clock in the evening, or if it's 5 p.m., you say 17:00 hours or something like that. So they're saying that they cannot put analog clock because kids can't read them.
That is just sad. Where is education going today?
Where is it? Where is
you know, being able to read people, read the face of a clock was a form of expression.
It was.
People were passionate about it, right?
It was.
And that's
all
all about
today. Yeah, passion, magic, creativity, whatever you want, music, painting, photography, or all that you want. And of course, it's a breakfast show. Now, what's a breakfast show without food? All of that is part of our Artsy Thursday.
Art is everywhere. Art makes life beautiful. It's in the way we dress, the music we dance to, the food we eat, even the stories we tell. And today we're bringing all those vibes, all that inspiration, all that creative magic just for you.
All right, so whoever you are, if you love the arts, you love the creative art, as it were, just tune in. You're here to soak in the beauty of life. Now, this is for you. Sit back, relax. We'll make this day memorable for you.
Meanwhile, you know, it's not just about the canvas. You know, some people think of art and think of paint and crayons and pencils. But it's about a lot more than that. Tell them the name of this work of art. Right?
Which work of art?
Me.
Yeah, definitely. Artwork extraordinary. Titilayo, you saw, aka the Dynamite, aka Titi Fanta, aka you've been here since forever. But yeah, and my name is Mike Mexicana. It's going to be a wonderful show we have in store for you this morning. You can catch us live. We're streaming tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. You can also do that on YouTube. TVC Entertainment, that's a handle. And then, of course, the app available on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS Store.
GOTV channel 16, UHF channel 49, and of course StarTimes channel 121. We're on all those platforms. And of course, when it comes to social media, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, even LinkedIn, we're there.
Yeah.
Just search for TVC Entertainment.
Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC for the conversation, for engagement, and of course, interaction.
But what we have on the show, we're going to be having a really interesting time. A culinary experience. Bar none. Chef Mide, the creative wonder, is going to be here
this morning. I love whenever she's around. She is going to, of course, be in charge of all the culinary activities this morning.
Then for a musical performance, we have Abdulateef Choyib Oluwafemi, signed under the management of K Recording Academy, a performance that you do not want to miss.
Even every time, now I'm on the long cause good thing never lasts. I want.
And then on tech this morning, we have Tunde Olua and Mbotidem Johnson, founder and CEO of Basement Animation, leading animation studio, and of course Black Eyes. We'll be talking animation in Nigeria and all of that. Well, we started that discussion earlier, and we have two animators in the building this morning. It's going to be quite an interesting discussion. See that Night King,
Yeah.
Like that.
And on art display, we have Duke Dikwa Akinshete. He is a visual artist whose style of expression is contemporary African art, even Afro-surrealism and expressionism. Now, all these themes cut across identity, culture, history, social justice, and so much more. We're going to be having an interesting discussion with him very, very soon.
And to wrap up the show, Lita Molasani will be here, an actress who has been there. We'll be talking to her about her career so far and what she has coming up on the horizon.
All right.
It's going to be a packed one, right?
It is. And it's Thursday, meaning it's quarter to.
Yeah, yeah, and
okay.
this month I have a resolution this month.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do dry fast. You know, it's okay to fast intermittently.
Okay.
But it's going to be a dry one.
Yeah. Okay. No water.
No everything.
Really?
Fasting from everybody, from you, from this show.
Wow.
Everything from everybody, from MM. From
you know that I'm nourishing
Mr.
you as
K.
I'm just standing beside you, so you are nourished. Just standing here. Well, yeah, the heavens nourish the earth regularly
about the date. The
when
date
the
I'm doing
rains
the
come
fasting.
down.
No, the date I'm doing the fasting is 29th.
Are you serious?
30th and 31st of February.
Are you being serious?
You can join me, yeah.
Oh. It's not a
29th,
leap year.
30th and 31st.
It's not a leap year.
All right, so...
Right. Let's check out the weather, guys.
It's the 20th of February 2025. Good morning. Welcome. This is the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. The Senate has resolved to investigate the allegations by U.S. Congressman Scott Perry on funding of Boko Haram by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. To deepen its investigations, the upper legislative chamber has invited heads of Nigeria's intelligence units involving National Security Advisor, Director Generals of the National Intelligence Agency, Department of State Service and Defense Intelligence Agency in Nigeria for a closed-down session with lawmakers at the National Assembly. Correspondent Tijesu Adoye reports.
Moving a motion of urgent public importance, Senator Ali Ndume notifies the Senate of a trending video making the rounds of a United States Republican Congressman, Scott Perry, alleging that the U.S. aid has been funding terrorists across the world, including Boko Haram. The lawmaker expressed deep concerns, particularly highlighting the terror unleashed on Nigerians by Boko Haram insurgents, especially in the northeast, and urged the Senate to take proactive steps in unraveling the situation.
And observes that the monumental devastation caused by Boko Haram in this country should be a matter of concern. Urge the federal government to constitute an interministerial committee comprising of Ministries of Defense, Interior, Foreign Affairs,
quite a night in the Champions League. Now let's move to the EPL, where it was a thriller as Aston Villa flexed their muscles with league leaders Liverpool. The Reds drew the first blood with Mohamed Salah opening the scores in the 29th minute. Aston Villa responded. Veteran Sports, and of course the news update for the hour. Take a time out now. Stay with us. We're just getting the show on the road.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Level 2, electrified fence. Hey, terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey Nick fam, remember Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Okay, so now let's get to the intimate part.
Exactly.
Now. So do you feel this whole enhancement, the whole you do boobs, you do ass, does it now make you good in bed? You do your dick, does it make you good in bed? You do abs, are you now more attracted to your partner?
Are you more confident?
Exactly, to now perform well.
As a woman, you
Maybe
have bigger breasts, you have bigger. Come on, you feel more sexier.
Okay.
It's affecting in bed.
Okay, Beverly, you know what?
No,
I really want to hear your take, but
the experience of it doesn't change the experience.
I want to hear Desmond's side. I want to hear your own, but your own is making me feel somehow.
Because what? Okay.
No, I don't know.
I'm being serious.
Is
now.
that your trousers are going?
Hey! Hey! Hagulalumo!
Yes,
LGBTQ.
Oh my God.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon. I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment, I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Right, welcome. What's up and about? And,
Look who it is.
Who's that?
It's Mary.
Who's that?
There's something about Mary.
There's a reason Mike is staying far away from
Who's that?
I'm wearing points.
You see, I've said this thing before. Mary go like after I say, oh, Mike, this narrative you're pushing.
Girl.
This narrative you're pushing.
Like
but
you do in Korean movies.
What? Oh, Korean? Is that how the Korean? I thought that was Indian.
No,
okay.
No. They like to feel like they're too cute and sweet.
Aww.
Don't mind me.
My kids will call that cute face.
Yeah, the cute face.
All right.
Okay, so I saw something yesterday, and I put it up on my post, not because of, and this was what I said. This was what I put up. I said, what money cannot do almost does not exist.
Wow. Almost.
Yes, because look, some of the biggest friendships in life have been broken by money, or broken because of money. Money is an amplifier. Money is a divider. Money is the root of all evil.
The love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself.
But you need money to live. Money answers all things according to the Holy Book, and so you need to love money. But how? I'm saying this because I can relate a little bit to what happened. And of course, Herbert Wigwe has passed on for over a year now. I mean, he's remembered, so it's just in quite very sad circumstances. Himself, the wife, and the son.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a battle for his estate and all of that. But in spite of that, there was now a second suit, right? In spite of the first one. And this time, I mean, it's been there. What shocked me is that his father, who is a pastor, and is 90 years old. Remember, I don't know if you saw a video of Pa Adebanjo where he was joking about how they were announced when he passed. And a lot of people identified it like, oh man, you know, you get to that point whereby
you are so ready
exactly.
for anything. Yeah.
But if when a 90-year-old man can you know, sue a 26-year-old girl who is his grandchild, all about the estate of his own son, what just came to my mind was like, I don't know what is going on. How? In what world? How does that even happen? It's not like you probably were not poor. It's like your son had been taken care of. It's been there in documents that have been presented at the court. It's not like you were ostracized or something and all of that. And then there was a will. There is a will, in fact. But then you are contesting it, and you're against your own. I mean, this is your own immediate family.
This is your family.
That's where I'm going. I'm going.
So the way I feel like I could be wrong. Obviously, I feel like he's not just representing himself. There's probably a group of family members who are all standing
that's what I
behind
believe
him.
as well.
It could be for a number of reasons. This is just to play, you know, devil's advocate at this point. I'm just trying to think of who they could put forward to represent certain members of the family who are definitely younger than him, but maybe don't have as much say or clout in family matters that are behind him. And who is behind the granddaughter? You know, so it's right now. I feel like there are teams.
Nobody has to be behind that. The will says share my. According to the way what we heard is that share
so
what I have.
I heard there was
adopted kids
contention
also.
of the actual document.
So that's what I feel. I
of
think
the
those
document.
adopted children are probably what the family is against having some of the money. So and listen, many of these things aren't African alone.
Yeah.
I realize that all over the world there's this bias against adopted children, especially when the parent is wealthy. So in most cases, it's advised by the lawyers that, okay, whatever you're going to give this adopted child, bequeath it on them before you pass.
Yeah.
Because family members have this thing of, okay, this adopted child is getting 10 naira out of 100 naira.
Yeah.
I am your sibling, I am your blood, and you're only giving me 2 naira when somebody else's child, in quotes, is getting 10 naira. such wills more often than not are contested. In fact, most of the contested wills we get is due to that, this adopted child thing. So I am actually not surprised, because family members here that didn't get anything or anything of value to their own standard would be like, why should this person get?
Would we leave this world with anything? Because you look at a situation whereby this was an educated man. Look at the circumstances under which he went. This is a man that has done so much.
Yeah.
The fight for material possessions, he has put it down. He has said what he wants. The testator, of course, the will comes into effect at his passing. And it is a document of a law. It is something that should be, because now what happens is that this kind of things will drag.
Yeah, for years.
Very long
time. It will pass. And that's how you know that it's representing some family members.
But what I feel is, this is why financial literacy and education is very important. Not just for men, for women, for even young people. They need to understand how important it is to activate things like trusts. So for instance, these same people are probably put in some kind of trust, so all their needs are met, whether there is a contest over the will or not.
Yes.
So that their needs are met. They don't feel that pinch. Yes, immediate needs, education, general, housing, stuff like that.
At one point in time now, with his friend and co-founder, Ige, there was talk about him having more shares in the bank. But then, that also was shown that, no, this thing was a group of people that came together and all of that. You talk about financial literacy. For this case in focus, this is a financial behemoth, a financial powerhouse. These are the people that are in, they understand. So it's funny that all of this is happening. But I'm just saying that we've seen it in smaller cases. Look, I've seen where money has torn love, blood, siblings apart that were close. So I'm just talking about the power, the power money has over people. People will go to war. They will kill even those they love.
So you could look at it from this perspective. This is money that belongs to the guy, yes. But the family believes that certain amount should have come to them, which the guy had not decided to go to them. He did not expect to die that young. And like an average person, their will simply says, give my belongings to my children. Then as they grow older, they start to say, okay, give this to this specific person, to that specific person. Most young people just say, okay, to my children. He did not expect to die, and so that's what he did. So they are contesting, in quotes. I am saying, I'm just assuming that they are contesting because they believe that if he had lived, in quote, longer, knowing that he would not have finished providing for certain people, maybe some are still at school, some family members that he's been caring for are still at so and so they are feeling, okay, his estate was supposed to cater to their needs, but he passed.
Of course, all these are hypotheticals. We don't really have all the facts or the true details, and we probably may never know. But we just hope and pray.
The fact is that it was a will, and whenever a wills are not vague.
No, wills are not fake, especially when
especially in that kind of person. Like I said, this is financial. This is someone that's been in finance all his life.
Of course.
But they deal with other people's finances and wills and all of that.
We have to wrap up this discussion.
But then, for me, the pickup is all about money and the power money has to tear people apart.
Let's have your opinion, though. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms. We're going on a break now. Just stay with us. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707 272 8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Highway.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go.
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
It's time for a musical performance this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, and for that we have Abdulateef Tohib Oluwafemi, aka T-Fam, is signed under the management of K Recording Academy, and it's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us this morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good morning.
So experience has taught me that shy performers, the moment the camera hits them, you'll be like, okay, was this not the guy I was talking to a second ago that was like, okay, calm. So how long have you been doing music?
Let me say 3 years now.
3 years now, yeah. Professionally?
From secondary school.
Oh, you started from secondary school?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so are there plans to go to university, or you'd rather focus on your music first? What's the plan?
I have a plan to go to university.
You have a plan to go to university. So for now, it's just
still focusing on the relevant experience now. Yeah.
Okay. But what has it been like so far? Has it been challenging, or have you been fortunate, especially since you're signed to an agency already?
No. Before signed, there's a lot of problems and fail. But everything is on God. But now I'm under this manager. I think I'm doing fine.
So what song are you performing this morning?
Every Time by T-Fam.
Every Time. What is Every Time about?
Story of my life, and people can relate to it.
Okay. So T-Fam will be performing Every Time for us this morning. Take it away.
No problem. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, T-Fam. Every time. Now I'm
Cause good thing never lasts. I want to move back, you don't want it for my hand. Too many things don't solve, but I me talk about joke below. Tell my want to put you on. Sad boy with happy picture. See what I am a nigga. Where the kiosk wagging no go danger. Baba buy so maro jog, go think why they no go feel only sin and how we go better, they find no defeat Person will text you for 12 o'clock, go like I need 12:01. As I rally when you share low, my ya's on me cause my time go far. Go to any mala, harito yo, kajiko. If no be money matter, carry go on my 10 toes. All of them they say me, I get flows, I carry my hustle. More long, they ask me what thing they do for heaven, why I don't know. Life hard, it be like boss every time. Now I'm man do long, go let down. Cause good thing never lasts. I want to move back, you don't want it for my hand. Too many things don't solve, but I me talk about joke below. Just my want to put you on. Sad boy with happy picture. See what? Life show me pepper, but I'm still grinding. No consign them if you get nothing. Tryna block my way, but they can't stop it. Perfect pano, mo loco papa shano si. Aje, she, emi lo mo tofi bow. Ibi tagbe mi ti no ki ma sit down. Remember go while I'm a sun tao. And it to know everything we see, we go chop in the morning. I'ma go my funny, they keep me strong when it's stormy. I no go tire for the race, cause I'm coming strong. No be say we know they try, but them no see us. Life no be joke, my brother. Now 6 feet, my rora, mo betira mi katoya. Enila mo mola, me all fashion every time. Now I'm do long go later. Cause good thing never lasts. I want to move back, you don't want it for my hand. Too many things don't solve, but I me talk about joke below. Just my want to put you on. Sad boy with happy picture. See what? You see me, check up back it. Life simple. Happy grinding because of me, Richard Millie.
All right, we have 2 studios in the house, Black Ice Studios and Basement Imagination, Basement Animation in the house. Tunde Olua and Mbotidem Johnson. It is great to have you. Tunde Olua of Black Ice Studios and of course Mbotidem Johnson of Basement Animation. It's great to have both of you. You are welcome. You're welcome. And quite interesting here. We're talking about the rise of Nigerian animation, the growth of the Nigerian animation industry, challenges and potentials. You know, animation is something that, you know, when you think about it, it would seem as though we're still on the fringes in Nigeria here. There's a lot more that we could do. The other time when we were having a discussion, we were talking about how much people put into animation, how you have teams doing it. But you come here and the studio could only be Tunde. Black Ice could just be Tunde and 1 or 2 other people and all of that. But you see, as an industry, well, maybe let's talk about the origins of the industry. You know, how, for you and both of them, we've had him here different times. How did you get into the industry? How did it all start for you? Where did the passion come from?
I think just after secondary school, I was really thinking of career path I wanted to follow, and I was really caught up with the whole thing of computers then. And I was really thinking, okay, maybe I should actually further something computer science, computer engineering. I was weighing both of them, but I was a little bit not connected to it, even though it still sounded like it was computers at that point. And then I later, through one of my siblings, she introduced me to a friend that was running an animation studio. Then it was called Akume. Before the name was changed to 66 Dimension.
Okay.
And then I think they were really part of the rise of animation within the industry. Then they worked on this popular Lagbaja song, Banana. So I was really interested then.
Okay.
So I just picked up my career working in the studio from then, and it's just been from different levels as I go.
So would you say at the moment now, where it is now, how far have we gone? How much further do we need to go? As an industry, animation.
If you ask me, I'll say I think it's still a progress. It's a process, and we're growing. If we look at the animation industry a couple of years before now, and if we look at the level at which we are now, technically one can say we are pretty growing, and then the introduction of modern technology too is really helping, in the outcome of production of content as well. So I'll say it's a process, and then we're getting there gradually, really. Yeah.
Now we mentioned talking about the challenges. What exactly are the challenges now that are, that the industry is going through at the moment?
I think the industry, just like what he mentioned, is gradually growing, but that aspect that is growing is really studios creating content, studios creating teams, providing training, but the industry on its own can't grow that way. It still requires some certain blocks that will allow it to really be exploited properly in the aspect of distribution, the aspect of funding, in the aspect of having broadcasting, playing their own big role within it. It's really a key thing.
How can broadcasting play a role?
I think presently now, if we look at the TV stations that we have in Nigeria, we don't have local content being showcased as much.
We used to have it before.
We used to.
I can remember one or two. There was this one, was it Kali and Tewa? There's a few I can remember back then, but we don't see so much of them.
We don't have them. And that's why, back to what I mentioned, that it can't just be only the creators and the studios trying to build the industry. It needs partnerships in other aspects to make it work. So if we had previous animations on TV, local content on TV, they are not sustainable if they can't make revenue and if they can't repeat that cycle. And if industry can't keep producing and creating new talents to produce more content. So it's not just one-sided where the industry is trying to grow on its own. It also has to connect with funding, also has to connect with...
talk about funding. We've seen where we've had different points where Nollywood as an industry has received government funding. We've even seen where even Afrobeats, as it were, and all of that. Has that ever happened in animation? This is something that you've ever explored? This is something that you would want?
Yeah, I think it hasn't happened yet, but I think the new administration is trying to get to that phase where they can actually connect to the certain industry and make some moves towards that industry. And I think it's a gradual process because, to be sincere, animation is not as straightforward as producing film.
At all. We were talking, go ahead.
As I said the last time I came to, I told you that the process of creating animation content is quite cumbersome compared to live action movies. And that's why the end credit of each production, you see like a whole city getting involved, you understand? So it will take someone who really, or an organization or corporate organization or bodies who really understand the process that was okay, fine, let's invest in it, because the return of investment on animation is not as, it doesn't come quite easy compared to every
how do you guys do it? I mean, it's time consuming. It takes the whole of you. It's hard to even do something by the side while you're doing this. And then, like you mentioned, the ROI is not that much. How do you do it? How do you guys cope? I think there's no question. How do you guys cope?
I think it's resilience. I think we've just been focused on making sure this industry stays alive and keeps on growing. There, not just our studios, but there are so many studios in different parts of the country that are contributing to that growth. And we strongly all believe in the industry that it can be even outpassed even the Nollywood industry. That's how I believe. But until we get to that point where there's a big spark and not just a small candle, a big spark. It has to be a big spark that can.
Okay, you know what? You hold that thought there. We're talking about candles and sparks. We'll take a very short break. We'll still come back to this discussion. Don't go anywhere. We're talking about animation in Nigeria.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini, I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Level 2, electrified fence. Terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. So we're still talking Nigerian animation, the potentials, the growth and challenges in the industry. And both of them, you stopped on the where you said you wanted something big and all of that. I'd asked you, is it going to come from government funding? Is it going to come from... We are in a world now, we are much more interconnected. Our animators, is there accessibility to doing jobs maybe that are not local? International jobs and all of that. How do you think that big spark, that big fire that we want, how do you think it can come?
I think it's not just, like I said, I don't think one project is going to change the industry. If we look at 2024, we had like different projects. We had different projects within Nigeria with Disney. We have different projects within the continent. Yeah. And now, as where it is in the industry, everything is just slowed down again. It is.
And, there was that talk about producers, how most of these streamers, when they've given money and then these people use the money to do other things and use like a tenth of it for this thing. Production. For the production and all of that. I'm sure that won't happen with animation because it's quite expensive to put all of this together. But what can we do now? How do we move forward? It has slowed down a bit. I don't know. Is it... What happens? What would happen?
Well, for me,
what should happen?
For me, really, I think, like MB said earlier, it's if we have a distribution panel, platform.
Okay.
That will create a level of security for content producer, and then not just distribution that generates revenue. So even if you're creating the content, you have people to help you push it out, and then you're getting something in return. So if we have that kind of platform, I think it will help create more content and then help develop the industry better.
All right, now what does the animation industry now, what events do you have? How do people interact with you? What do you do? What are the regular things that you do? If people want to learn, if you want to be a part of it, how do they interact with you?
I think there are amazing events that are already happening in the industry. Okay. There's one that happens yearly, which is Lagos Comic Con. Okay. And it's a major event for the industry, even though it's called Lagos Comic Con. There's also a section of it that also acknowledges the animation industry. Also, we have an initiative we started a couple of years ago, which we launched last year as a community, which is called Afro Women in the animation industry. And this year, by March 22nd, we should be having our first festive events, which is going to be panel sessions, which we're bringing speakers from South Africa, from Nigeria, from Uganda.
When that happens, you let us know so that maybe you guys can come around and we'll talk about it, right?
Yeah,
but is it open to everybody?
Yes, it's open. It's free. It's free. Now, where our industry now is we're trying to build momentum. So as much as we have a a lot of followers and believers in the industry, it's very important that we have them along.
When it comes to there was something that I'd asked earlier. When it comes to do we have commissions, or do you have jobs from outside? Is it only local jobs that we are at this point now? Do we have animators doing things maybe from outside, from abroad or something like that?
Sure. Most studios actually get commission job from outside the country.
Okay.
We kind of have done couple, and I'm sure Basement have done couple a lot. You know, so it's not a new thing. It's something that's been happening, and it's something that will probably keep happening.
You know what happens? We would always be here to support you as much as possible. I mean, animation is the kid never goes out. For me personally, I mean, anime has always been my thing. I've always loved it, and it's a wonderful way to pass on values and everything. Yes. And so this is us wishing you the best. And when it comes for, what do you call that event again?
The Afro Women in Animation.
Afro Women in Animation. Okay, so there's a focus on women for this one.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We'll be here to support you for all of that. Well done. Well done. Today and both to them, wishing you the best. Well done. All right. Hope you're able to pick up something from that discussion now. When we have that later on in March, we'll talk about that event. Let's head over now to the kitchen. And of course, Titi is there with Chef Mide. How are you guys doing? What's up for breakfast this morning?
Yeah, Mike, great conversation there. In the kitchen today with us, we have the heartwarming Chef Mide.
The most famous Chef Mide.
World famous Chef Mide.
Yes.
And now she is all about the spices. She's all about taking us around the world. But she's not taking us too far off the continent today. Where are we going?
We're going to Ghana.
Ghana, just next door here, just our
next
neighbors.
Yes.
Okay, what are we making from Ghana?
So we're making kelewele with chicken cabbage sauce.
Kelewele?
Yes.
What kelewele is a Ghanaian dish, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And do you know, does it have an actual meaning, or it's used to describe something we actually have in Nigeria?
Yes. It's when you want to elevate your plantain, you don't want to eat your fried plantain the regular way. So elevating it, spicing it up. Kelewele is just spiced plantain. Yes.
Okay, spiced plantain.
Yeah.
Now I can see vegetable oil, so fried plantain, which is a favorite of almost every Nigerian.
Everybody, like, it's a staple in Ghana. Anyway,
okay, kelewele coming up with Chef Mide. What are the ingredients we need so that people at home can
our
try
star
it as well?
ingredients: plantain.
Of course.
Then of course we need vegetable oil to fry it. Then for my spices,
yes,
I'm going to be using curry. Then chili pepper. Cameroon pepper. That's cayenne pepper.
Cameroon pepper.
Then of course the soya spice.
Soya spice. And is this salt?
Yes, salt.
Salt. So Chef Mide, we've mentioned it before, she makes all these herself.
Yes.
She dehydrates and blends all these spices.
Purely
herself.
organic.
Purely organic.
No additives.
Amazing, amazing. So this is curry.
Yeah.
This is a hot curry though, like peppered curry?
No.
Oh, it's just curry?
Yes.
Okay, it looks hot to me. Because it looks like it's like you've added some pepper to it.
No.
All right, then we have the dried pepper, the Cameroon pepper, suya spice, which is a favorite of mine, and of course, salt.
So for the chicken cabbage sauce, I'll be using my shredded cabbage.
Okay.
Then my bell peppers, my tomato. Then I have fresh cayenne pepper here, onions,
isn't
ginger,
that alligator
and garlic.
pepper or Cameroon?
No.
Okay.
No, it's cayenne
this
pepper.
yellow one is
very
I like
hot.
it's chop. What's this? What's
Then
that nut?
this is nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Yes, I will add the nutmeg with the spices I'll use for my
So I would
kelewele.
like to, just talk a little bit about the nutmeg. I know you're still going to rinse it before you use it. I've touched it directly now. So this nut itself, I've not seen it like this in many years.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's been a very long time since I've seen it. It's it reminds me of an almond.
Yes.
So what are we going to do to this to be able to cook it?
We're going to grate it.
Okay.
To give it a very fine texture.
Can I smell it, please?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't smell the nutmeg yet.
Until it's grated.
Wow.
So it's like
fantastic.
Embedded in the nut.
Inside the nut.
Yes. So when you grate it, then you feel the flavor. Then I particularly like this seeded one.
Yeah.
Because the aroma comes stronger than the already blended one.
Yeah. Fantastic. I can't wait to see that process. I'll be looking forward to that.
And this is our chicken.
So
this will be The chicken is already marinated.
Okay. Was it chicken breast?
Chicken breast, yeah.
Okay. So
cut into diced. So then
okay.
I'll be making it with my cabbage.
All right.
Chicken cabbage sauce.
So the marinade consists of what now?
So I use chicken spice. I use midday chicken spice. Then I added my favorite soya spice. Then I added my curry and a little bit of ginger and garlic and pepper.
Fantastic, fantastic. Hopefully you were able to take note of those ingredients on the screen. If you would like to make kelewele all the way from Ghana at home, you want to follow along with the process, try yours at home, just show us online. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us see what you come up with. Yeah. Chef Mide, what do we need to do right now?
So we need to cut my plantain.
Plantain, okay. Yeah, so is it the same way we cut plantain on a normal day?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be in a slant way.
Slanted.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not party plantain.
It's not party plantain,
okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. People from different families cut plantain in different ways, and there's an art to it. It's all in the wrist. At a point when I was younger, they used to tell me to go and cut plantain. I just used to cut it into circles because that was just the easiest way. That's how they cut banana into cereal, for instance. Let me put that on for you. Okay. Now, what I noted was that I wasn't getting enough out of each slice whenever I cut it into circles. But if you decide to go the slant way, which is not as easy as it sounds,
you have to be technical about it.
Yes, you have to plan those slices. People that know how to do it, they do it so well. But for those of us that want our kids to have plantain on the regular, party plantain is the way to go so that it can go round. As plantain, as you know, is not cheap. It's not cheap
Now
at
we're
all.
getting into the season where plantain is expensive.
Yeah. And, okay, so you've slanted it, sliced the banana in half.
Yes.
And then you are dicing it down. Great, fantastic. Okay. Fabulous. All right. I would love to see it over here. Let's see if we can see the plantain over here so that people can see exactly how you cut the plantain. Aha. Great. So slice the plantain in half all the way down, like banana split, all the way down the middle. Yeah, and then just diagonally slice. Okay, fantastic. So I put the heat on. Should we have the oil heating up at this point?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So
I think I want to use the big pot.
You want to use the pot? Okay,
yeah.
Fantastic. So we can get more done quicker. Let me heat that up for you. Dry it down. Now, for those of you that missed the ingredients earlier on, we have here bell peppers, we have cayenne pepper, we have onion, we have tomato, we have nutmeg, the king plantain itself, and some cabbage, along with all of Chef Mide's spices right here on standby. We can't wait to see what this is going to look like. Chef Mide is chopping away. Hopefully you're making yours at home. Let's take a quick break. We will be back after this. As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you soothe your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a massive way.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Sheen. Let's go.
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos. Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Welcome back.
Yep, welcome back.
Second hour, guys. Wake Up Nigeria is still here with you on Artsy Thursday, and we're keeping the creativity flowing all morning long.
All right, it's arts everywhere. We've had a tech discussion so far. We've also had a look at what's happening in the kitchen, but then we have music, fashion. We also had music a little bit earlier, but then we're going to have a beautiful art display and all of that. That is all that we have for you when it comes to Artsy Thursday.
Not forgetting the work of art that Chef Mide is putting together in that kitchen. Mary, stop touching.
I saw you narrating, Mary, Titi.
Don't touch my plantain.
Why will I touch your plantain? I have more than enough plantain. But as it is, she's spicing the plantain right now.
Is dodo overrated?
Yes, no, it's not a dodo because
we're not doing dodo. We're doing kelewele.
Plantain. I'm just asking. Generally, is plantain overrated?
I don't think it's overrated.
It's not. I don't think you say plantain is overrated.
I think the PR for plantain is just overdrive.
No job.
It's a little bit. I don't know. Dodo.
You don't like plantain. You don't like
I don't know whether the plantain has changed, but you know the sweet as it be the sweeter when they're younger.
You'd be surprised.
Mike, I totally agree with you. I was having this conversation with my man just 2 days ago. You see plantain and sweet potato. They are no longer as sweet as when we were young. I don't know what has happened though, but the two of them have left their sweetness in the
it's the farming methods.
Exactly. I just wanted to mention that we have a lot of mechanized farming. We have a lot of
then because some
modernized fertilizers, the soil they are grown in, climate change. There is a lot that will definitely affect the way.
And the soil is tired as well. You know, did you ever do mixed cultivation, shifting cultivation?
Shift cultivation and all that, mixed farming.
Yes,
where different crops over time on the same farmland, you know, so that it can regenerate its nutrients and all of that.
Exactly.
So there are a number of factors, but yes, there is some change. You do not taste the way we love it today, but we still love the taste. Okay.
Plantain.
All right. You can hit us up. We are live on GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121, and then of course our terrestrial band, ultra high frequency 49. For those of you who have not been able to catch us on there, we're working on it and we'll soon be there.
Very, very soon. Very, very soon. And of course, if you want to stream online, just visit our website, that's tvcentertainment.tv, or YouTube. We're streaming live there right now. Search for TVC Entertainment.
All right, we'll kick off on the second lap with our art display. We have Duke Dipo Akinshete, a visual artist whose style of expression is contemporary African art, Afro-surrealism, and expressionism. Now, his themes are focused on identity, culture, history, and social justice. All of that are evident in his paintings. We'll see that later on.
And joining us a bit later on is Oyindamola Sonny, a Nigerian talented and award-winning actor. Now, she's created a niche for herself, creating, having played some amazing, unique roles in countless Nollywood films. Now, Anikulapo is one of such films, and we'll definitely be touching on that. It was directed by Kunle Afolayan, if you can remember that one. Yeah, we have loads to talk about when she gets here.
No, all right. That is the size of what we have on the second lap of the show. Stay with us.
Yeah.
We're kicking off right after this.
The kitchen has been active right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And as Chef Mide is doing her thing, we have a guest. How's it going? Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So now we've been waiting for her to arrive, and Damola Sonny has been doing so much in the industry that she had to take out time just for us to come pop by and say hi. It's great to have you.
Yeah, right. Thank you for having me.
All right. So I know you are looking at this plantain. You're looking very attentively at that plantain. Are you a big fan of plantain?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, so I hope social media won't cut that in the wrong way. This dish is this dish is called kelewele, and kelewele, it comes all the way from Ghana. So this is a very interesting way of spicing plantain. And yeah,
you know, I don't do the regs.
You don't do what?
I don't do the regs.
The regs, the
I don't do the regular.
Okay. So let's talk a bit about you and what you like to cook. What do you like to cook at home?
I like to make African dishes.
African dishes.
I like afang soup. I like to make, so basically the Calabar soups.
Okay.
Yeah,
so now give us a description. Do you do everything from going to the market?
Of course.
Everything from scratch?
Yes, because I like to buy my things myself. I just feel like, maybe because I'm used to it, so I just feel like nobody can do it better than I. Because I know what I want. I know the kind of meat. You know, when you go to the market, there are different kind of meat.
Yeah, sure.
So I know the one that will give me the meat stock I need, that will give me very nice, you know. So I want, and then I know when I see a meat, I can tell that this is fresh and this is stale.
Okay, okay. All right, so for someone that goes to the market themselves, I know that your schedule is really busy. You can't always have that kind of time to always do it. So is it like a monthly thing or every week? How do you do it?
No, twice in a month.
Twice a month?
Yes.
You go, wow,
Yeah.
okay. So you buy in bulk?
Yes, I just buy in bulk. And then when I want to cook, I just cook and dish it.
Okay, fantastic. Now, everyone has a story of who taught them how to cook when they were growing up.
Yeah.
You know, like for instance, my mom and my dad are watching, but I know it's my dad that actually used to teach me how to cook mostly. There were some things he wanted me to do that were very specific, and my mom was just like, just do anything, doesn't matter if it, you know. She wasn't very specific, but my dad was really specific. You need to tell us who was that person in your life that taught you to cook.
My mom.
Your mom?
My mom.
Okay.
My mom.
Did you chop flogging on that matter too?
No, maybe because I like food naturally. Okay. So I'm somebody that actually likes to be in the kitchen.
Okay.
One of my favorite places in the house is the kitchen. You find me in the kitchen most of the time.
Okay, all right. But, you know, there's always that meal that you remember from your childhood that, you know, your mom or your dad used to always demand for in the house. You need to let me know what that is.
Jollof spaghetti.
Jollof spaghetti? Are you kidding me?
Very funny.
I'm surprised.
He likes it. My dad likes it. So
Are you
we
serious?
make it a lot.
Jollof spaghetti?
At least 4 times in a week.
Wow. Okay. I didn't see that coming. I was expecting something like, you know, fufu, pounded yam. I was expecting something like that. But you know what? At this point, we're going to let Chef Mide keep dicing away at that cabbage. Okay. She's going to mix it with the chicken very soon as she fries the plantain. We will be back in a bit.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going, he's going to need his favorite snack, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo Snacks, snack of future champions. Milo!
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to our hacker. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an Hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your View empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
It's time for us to have a conversation via art display, and for that this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, we have Duke Dikpo Akinshete. He is a visual artist whose style of expression is contemporary African art, Afro-surrealism, and expressionism. His themes are focused on identity, culture, history, social justice as well. It's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us.
Good morning.
Good morning indeed. Now, visual artists, I like the fact that you're direct about that, because I'm always curious about what kind of art my guest is into, so to speak. And so when you talk about surrealism, what exactly are you looking at?
You see, art has different what you believe in. But my own is a mixture of surrealism into expressionism. It's more of like my dream, my vision is about instinct.
The surreal.
Yes, it's instinct. It's about what is that thing in your mind that you're trying to express. And in surrealism, you break all rules when it comes to art. You're not even guided. You're only guided by your thoughts and your dreams and the vision you have in your head.
All right. So what inspires you when you want to go into your drawings or your paintings, as the case may be? What is it that you look out for? You just talked about the surreal aspect of it. You've also mentioned the expressionism. But when you're about to start, what is it that drives you? Is it some picture you saw, or maybe a thought that you're trying to form? What is it?
Really, I have a lot of things that drives me. But you'll be surprised that droplets of water is my greatest inspiration.
Wow.
So when I was growing up, I like rain. So the moment I have the rain is falling, I'm there, I go back in, pick my pencil and draw. Okay. So as I was growing up, I have a mentor, he's a Frenchman. So he was one that was like teaching me that, how do you feel at this point? So I was able to discover that droplets of water is my greatest inspiration.
Wow.
So in my house, if my shower is not working, I'm in trouble.
Stop it.
Yes.
So your shower, you have to be close to it, or you have to hear it?
The moment I'm having my bath and it's dropping, the inspiration comes. So my shower must work.
Wow.
Yes.
That's an interesting inspiration. I'm actually amazed at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Droplets of water.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say, for example, you are out at a meeting and all, you need to hear droplets of water, and that would further inspire you.
No, it depends. Because sometimes there are other things that inspire, probably my environment or what people say or what people do. But the greatest is water.
Wow, that's actually amazing. As simple as it is, yet it's powerful, especially when it comes to putting your art together. Now let's talk about your artworks. Now you have a few here, and I'm very curious about them. Let's start off from far right. That one with the vivid yellow. What is it about?
The first one?
Yes.
Normally, if you look at it, the message is huge. If I'm a free thinker, you know, we have people have religious belief.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a free thinker. But a Christian will look at it as Christ carrying probably the cross.
The cross, okay.
But it's more of a burden to me. I see it as burdened. Because in life, there's something that weighs us down. So it's now your ability to be able to carry it along. Christ was able to carry his own cross when he was going for crucifixion. That is his own burden. Burden on mankind. So it now depends on what you have as your own burden. You know, if you look at the Nigerian context, people like Shakpa, you know, all this hunger and all those things, that is a burden. So the artwork is representing the burden of mankind.
Wow. So that's what you call it. What's it called?
Burden.
Burden.
Yes.
Wow. What about this huge one?
Yeah. That big one is a vision.
A vision?
A vision.
Okay, so before we move to the big one, what kind of art would you call the burden?
It's more or less like expression.
Yeah,
yes.
Expressionism. So this one, the bigger one, what is it?
Yeah, I grew up in a community called Mushi.
Mushi, okay.
Yes. All my life has been Mushi. And I have a vision of how I want Mushi to look like in 2070.
Skyscrapers.
Yes.
In 2070.
So that's Mushi in 2070.
I like it.
So
that's nice.
That's
so
my
this
vision.
is surreal.
Yes.
Definitely. Because this is your dream, your vision. Mushi in 2070. That's how many years from now? That's about 45 years.
Yes.
Wow. Anything can happen.
Definitely, we're working towards it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mushi in 2017. So that's the name. That's
the title, yeah.
Mushi in 2017.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting. I like it. Okay. So now let's talk about this one.
Ozu.
My goodness.
About Ozu. It's life, Ozu. The society, everything we do is also, even probably my environment, Mushi, you know, it's like energy. If you look at most of all my works, you see more of yellow because that's the energy. So this artwork is representing our hustle in life.
Wow.
It's just
is this not the boss?
It's a boss, yes.
Okay, because from the angle, yes. I could not make it out well.
Maybe
but
because of where you're sitting.
Yeah, so this is a boss.
Yes.
That's a conductor, isn't it?
So calling passengers in.
I see a lot of Mushi influence in your artworks, and I find it really exciting. No, honestly, see, some artworks are based, you would always tell what the person has been exposed to, the person's background, and then some people try to stifle it, but somehow it seeps in. But I love the way you own it, and it shows in your artwork. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. What is that one? What is this one called though? Hustle, right?
This is
so this is Hustle, this is Mushi in 2070, and that is Burden. So which is this?
This is another vision. This is Idioro in 2060.
Idioro in 2060. Okay, of course we know Idioro is next to Mushi.
So it's Mushi.
Idioro in 2060. My goodness. I'm actually now tempted to ask you which of the streets, is it the main streets or is there a particular area of Idioro that you are hoping will be like this?
It's the whole of Idioro because we have many streets that comprises of Idioro.
This is lovely. And they look even better on screen because there's something about the colors you use. They're so vivid and beautiful, like they're bold. So Mushi in 2070, Idioro in 2060. Why do you think Idioro will achieve this before Mushi?
Yeah, actually, is if you look at the two artworks, this is more complex. This, because this is just a graduation to that. So we are having this in 2060, and by 2070 we should be able to have that
this
as well.
In Mushin.
Yes.
Okay. So Idioro in 2060, Mushin in 2070. Now, your other artworks, of course, there are different things and themes that they're involved in. Can you name some of your other artworks?
I've done so many.
I can imagine.
So many. There's one I did that to do with the lantern, Atupa.
Atupa.
You know, I found out that this generation, they don't really relate with what we used to have when we were young.
Pointing kerosene.
Yes, when we were young, they want to read.
Changing the wig.
Atupa. And there's one thing about our present. The moment you break that particular glass, the kind of beating.
Some are showing on the screen.
Okay, this one is the love of a mother.
The love of a mother.
That is a mother with a boy in the middle and a girl.
Okay.
There, that's the love of a mother.
Love of a mother again.
That's the love of a mother. That's the love of a mother.
You're obviously, are you close to your mom?
Yes, I grew up with women.
Oh,
I have 3 sisters before me.
Oh my God.
So all my training, is just them.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
That's
wow, I love your artworks. They're just beautiful. I really do love them. So we were talking about Atupa and how many young people didn't grow up with lanterns.
When we were growing up then, when we need to read, we always had to, that lantern.
Yes.
There's a lantern.
Yeah.
And
when you break the glass.
When you break the glass, that knock. That our parents used to give us on our head then. So it's just something if you look at most of my works, I didn't disconnect myself from
your roots.
My roots.
Yeah.
So it's like I connect, that is the work I'm talking about.
That's the Atupa.
That is the Atupa, that's the lantern. So it's that message. And funny enough, I've done more than 10 to 15 of these works. I keep on doing it, people keep
getting it. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, somebody came from UK. He said he wants that particular Atupa thing. That he wants his children to relate with his root.
And that's something with your art. It's something. It has a bit of nostalgia as well. It's futuristic and at the same time, it's nostalgic.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Really, I must commend you for all you've been doing with your artworks. They're lovely. I wish you well as you progress, of course, in your career.
Thank you
so much for your time.
Thank you for thanking me.
So you said earlier.
Yes, that's
Thank you. All right, at this point, we have to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. To stay with us, we'll be right back.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with germ defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
Level 2, electrified fence.
Space terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Each time I see you like this, oh man, do me because I saw it coming. Madam, I better get it him up on the kia kí nǹkan tó bàjẹ́ ju bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lérò lọ.
All right. I'm already having a discussion with our guests who you've already met. You said something. You said you like, what was it? Jollof? What did you mention in the kitchen?
Jollof spaghetti.
Jollof spaghetti.
That's not my favorite food, but that's what my dad used to eat.
What's your own favorite food?
Honestly, it varies.
It varies,
but
okay.
I would say amala. I like amala.
Yeah, what's the Yoruba girl without liking amala? She has to like amala. Okay. But if it's not amala, what else do you take?
Coconut rice.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Great to have you,
thank you.
Damola. You're welcome. We're talking about your role in. I have not seen the second part, the Spectre, right?
Yes.
And we're expecting another.
Of course.
We're expecting another season 2 and all of that. What was the experience like for you working on, on the set of Anikulapo, Rise of the Spectre?
Honestly, it was. I don't even know. It was a dream come true, but it wasn't my first time working with him, but it was my first time playing a major role on Culinary set.
Okay.
So I'd played a cameo role in Niger Christmas, the first Netflix original.
Okay.
So I played a cameo role. So that was like the first time I ever saw him. It's always my dream to work with Culinary.
Okay.
He's like my mentor. So
and it was a dream come true for you.
Yeah. So working with him the first time, I was super excited, and then working with him the second time and now playing a major role was like a dream come true for me.
How did you get the role? Did you have to audition? Was it offered to you? How did you?
No, because I had done a cameo role with him, so I already know him.
Oh, definitely, we know. I mean, their roles are written for people because I know that this person can do it. The person fits into the character, and wonderful. And I know, but I know I've seen the first part. I know about your mom who was played by Shola Shobowale, and that was quite an intriguing drama. They're having to have the daughter into the mix of the whole things and all of that.
Knowing that the mom had something to do with
it. You really did enjoy the story, even without being a part of it and all of that, But are we still? How did your character? How did it end for your character in that? Are we still seeing you in subsequent seasons?
Definitely.
Okay, and when are we expecting the next season?
In a few months.
In a few months, because we know it's already been shot and all of that.
Yes,
it's already done and all of that.
Ghana and then Nigeria.
Okay, all right. Now, but just before we came on, we saw a trailer that is your own production. Now, Nollywood has come to a point where a lot of actors are now having to produce. Why so? Because we've seen it. It's a lot. It's quite a lot. Yeah. Why is it so that many actors and actresses are now producing their own movies?
Okay, so there are so many reasons, but I'll talk for myself.
Okay, yeah, for yourself.
One of the major reasons why I went into production is because I don't want to call myself a perfectionist, but I feel like when I'm watching films, when I'm watching some movies, I see a lot of outliers. That's silly mistakes. And I'm like, oh, this is like the basic thing. This should not be happening. Of course, nobody is perfect. You're bound to make mistakes. But let there be mistakes that are not too, that everybody knows, okay.
Not too obvious.
You understand? Not the normal one that you can avoid. For example, you are painting a scene that you're cooking, and then it won't take you anything to just turn on the gas. And then they just put the pot on the gas, and then it's off, and everybody can see. So it makes the viewers look stupid. So I'm like, never. So I always feel like entering the screen to go and correct that thing. Like, this should not be happening. Or maybe you're making a phone call, and then the light just pops up, and you can see the wallpaper, and you can tell that there's no call. It won't take you 1 minute to just put a call through, and then tell the person to cut it, or just reduce the front light to, you know. So those little mistakes, I'm like, no, I need to go into production. So that was one of my major
reasons. And so
reasons.
far, getting into it now and seeing that back behind the scene is not as easy as, you know, as people would say. How was it like putting this production together?
Well, my first one wasn't easy at all, I would say. Yeah, because number one, what I envisaged wasn't what I saw when I got there. So I honestly didn't have the complete funds, the capital for the investment. I didn't know that I was going to spend up to that, because the person I wanted to work with, maybe the person just wanted to direct my film. So the person just or maybe the person was encouraging me, I don't know. But the person made it feel like it was so easy. I'm like, with this amount you can produce it? Yes. I said, okay, let's go. Then we started day 3 of my job. I started, bring more money, bring this.
And how many days was supposed to be
5.
For 5 days, and by day 3?
By day 3, I didn't have money again. I didn't know who to look up to. And it's not something you can, if it's now, it's easy to say, because a lot of people have seen my work. But that time, it was I just started acting.
When was this?
This was 2017. So I started acting early 2017, and I had my first production 2017.
Almost immediately.
Yes, that same here. But yeah. So it will be hard for you to give me your money. I'll believe in me, because you've not seen anything. That's my first time. It's not like if Funka Akinele comes to say she wants to, you easily give her.
Definitely.
You understand? So that time, people didn't really believe in me. So there was nobody to ask for funds. So I had to find a way, call my family members, call people started assisting me, and that's how I was able to. And then in between, I had an issue with an actor on my set, but I don't want to go into that. So an actor just didn't finish my job. So it was so discouraging, because I needed that job to come out early. You know, I was so happy as an upcoming actress. I wanted people to see my work, and then the money aspect. So I needed, some people borrowed me, so I needed to refund them. So I thought I was going to, after like 2 months, I was going to do the post-pro, and then the film will be ready. But it didn't go that way. It took me almost 2 years for that film to come out. And before the film came, I did my second production. So it was just a thing. It's not like, so I pushed myself. It was very discouraging, but I just had to push myself.
It was. Now, how many productions have you done since then? How many altogether have
11.
you done?
So 10 for YouTube and television. The 11th was my Netflix debut.
11?
Yes.
Just you like this? I did act to producer. I did be I did what's happening? But now you spoke about phones and all of that. At this point now, for a producer, is it financially viable? Did you get your money back? What's the industry like? I know that YouTube has changed quite a lot of things, when you look at, I think it was the Yoruba movie industry doing quite very well, especially with diaspora watching and all of that. But generally, if somebody wants to invest in it, is this something that you can confidently tell an investor that, look, if you give me 10 million, if you give me 20 million, if you give me 30 million, maybe after 3-4 months or something, I can give you back with some form of, returns and all of that. Is it viable at this point?
Proudly, yes.
How so?
No. And because the industry is evolving. It keeps getting better every year, every day. You see people doing amazing work. So it's getting better. And now I can proudly say I'm them, because we have a lot of platforms now, as compared to the other time where you have to depend on marketers and all of that. But now a lot of people have their YouTube channel, and they're paying dollars. There's money in it.
Yes, I share details at the actor. Yeah. But now, there's always been that thing about female producers, especially in the Yoruba movie industry. There's some sort of, I don't want to use the word stigma, but some people talk about how, they can go to any lengths to try and get the monies that they need and put all of this together. You're in that space as a producer. How would you sourcing for funds. What is the process like? How is it for you now that at least you've got to know? It's not like when you were starting and all of that. Do you just walk up to people? Do people do it because they like you? Is it angel investment? What is it like sourcing funds for productions?
Well, so when I just started, like I said, it was not easy collecting money.
Family and friends.
But from the third production that I did, I had already started having my own money.
Okay.
So it wasn't really, and now you can't compare that time to now.
Okay.
Spending money was still very much as compared to like now, that everything is just Naira has devalued and all of that. So it wasn't really hard from the third production, because I'd already started, from the third project I started making return of investment my job. So it was easy for me to...
Because that's the thing. The people have spoken about how it's like for the females it's easier because they, I mean, we see a lot of female producers and actually buy. In fact, some are buying range every 3 months. Do you have a range? Some are buying range every 3 months. They are building houses in Lekki and all of that. Different, but it's not the same for the guys.
Well, it is. There's some people that Femi Adebayo is doing so well for himself.
That one. He's at the top of the food chain now. But
okay, so
but
tell
the ladies,
me, which young actress do you?
So
even the ladies you are thinking of are like the same caliber. But if you think young, those new, maybe the content creators, there's money.
Yes.
And if you are using the female, I can also list names of male content creators that are doing so well for themselves. Macaroni, Shaggy.
Definitely.
For YouTube, there's money.
How do you deal with attention from your fans, male fans?
From my male fans.
Or people that just like you, see that producer, that fine girl, I like her, give me a number, let me talk to her. Damola.
Well, I try to create boundaries. At the same time, I'm always very diplomatic. Because I know what I want for myself. I'm very careful. I know I'm the one. So sometimes I just tell myself this: you are wearing a white cloth, and when you're wearing a white cloth, you are very conscious.
No, they made no stain your white.
Stains, please.
Interesting. So you said you want something for yourself. Where do you see yourself? 5-10 years. What is that thing you want for yourself?
A household name, doing so well for myself, an amazing mother to my incoming triplets.
Triplets?
Yes.
You're the first lady. You want triplets?
Yes, I do.
Interesting. I like that. You have triplets in your family or anybody?
No, I don't know. I just
want to be the first one.
Prayer point with God.
It's hard work. All right, wonderful. And okay, so but just let's wrap up with this while we'll head to the kitchen. What can your fans look forward to? What do you have coming up? What project do you have coming up?
Okay, so I'm presently planning to shoot a particular project next month, by God's grace, and so I want them to look forward. And then I shot one for television and YouTube. It's coming out in April. Okay. Also.
All right, Titi and Chef Mide, let's see what you guys have there. I'm coming over with Damola, who of course is my new producer. She's about to hire me. She just mentioned that for the next project.
Each time I see you like this, do me because I saw it coming. Madam!
Madam, I better get it up on the kia kí nǹkan tó bàjẹ́ ju bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lérò lọ.
Eléyìí ń bà mí lẹ́rù, mi mọ bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe. Ẹ̀rù ń bà mí.
You have no use to anybody around. Ìwọ tó ń fẹ́ níbi, o máa ń dárin. Jọ, ta ló fẹ́ gba ìgbé? Ìwọ tó ń wò láwọ̀ sunkún, o ń wọra láwọ̀ rẹ̀ rìn.
We are in it together, but kì í ṣàgbélébùú ẹ̀.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ tó bá kára wò, á kára ẹ̀jẹ̀ o. Ó tó máa kàn wá ní ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo rà ń dọ̀.
Irọ́. Èmi sára àwò, mi sì sáré ẹ̀dẹ̀. Mr. Gbégbé ni.
Ibi tá a bá ní kí Gbégbé má gbé, ibẹ̀ ń gbé. So mi ò fẹ́ kí Gbégbé yín kó gbébi tán ní kó gbé.
Màá bá Gbégbé mi sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay, so Damola is here,
yes.
And we're talking about the one thing we're rounding off was how you're going to hire me for your next production,
yes.
And my fee is not too expensive, just 1 million. I know some people collect 1.5, 2 million a day. I don't know how many.
Okay, 1 million per day.
Per day, I can just manage that.
Cuckoo kill me.
I'm going to start acting because of you. Just so that I can collect my own 1 million per day.
Damola, of course, you and Chef Mide, you were here when this was was being prepared. Come
Yes,
on, Titi, tell us about it.
Yeah, so as you can see, I'm holding my omorogun just in case Mike wants to try anything. I'm planning to stop him.
Wow, I thought it was only Mary that was violent.
No,
it has not entered
it's a special something. So we made kelewele. Apparently a delicacy
with
in
chicken
Ghana.
cabbage sauce.
Chicken cabbage sauce. It looks and in fact the aroma it already feels tasty.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
It is for you.
What do we use?
Yeah, so don't just be tempted. Yeah. So the plantain was spiced.
Yes.
Yes.
What
What
plantain?
spices did you use?
So I added curry, garlic and ginger, suya spice, of course, Chef Mide suya spice.
Yeah.
Then
Suya spice.
I added curry. I said that cayenne pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it, huh?
What do you think?
Amazing. You can taste the chicken.
Cabbage sauce.
You need to try that. So the chicken.
Oh, I'm supposed to have it with it.
You could.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the chicken was marinated with all those spices as well, and then fried with cabbage.
Yes, stir fry.
Stir fry.
Learn to use culinary terms.
Stir fry.
Stir fry.
What do you think?
Sumptuous.
All right.
Sumptuous.
All right, so
That's
my
all we do
producer
here.
has had breakfast this morning.
Oh.
Thank you, producer.
Oh,
Just let
wow.
me know when we're resuming on set.
Wow.
I'll keep to time.
But I'm his manager. I'm the
the
one
line.
that will use
Who am I
to make
saying for
sure
the
he gets
payment?
there.
I'm his manager's manager.
Okay, so I don't have sympathy.
So it's me you will pay.
So I'm the one that is managing the one that is managing the manager.
And Chef Mide will be catering the next production.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been a wonderful
have a
show.
movie on
We
the
will
way.
see you tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.